First feature race of the night. It's 30 laps for the Fantastic Sands Modifieds. Everybody up on your feet. Let's send them on their way with a wave lap. Let's salute the drivers. A big crowd tonight. Let's hear you make a whole lot of Fort Wayne 50th anniversary noise. Let's hear it for the Mod Squad. Make some noise as they come by, race fans. Don Skaggs in 09. Jerry Hammond in the first number 7. Blue 7 is Matt DIMIT. 72, Mike Mays. 2 car, Brent Martin. 70, Jeremy Wallen. The number 8, keep an eye on those 2 white cars. The 8 is TJ Fisher, Terry Fisher Jr. Scott Coe, 28. Zach Lowe in 4. Jan Long, 16. Steve Slater Jr., 15. Joe Wormcastle in car number 1. And tough break for the number 51 of Jeff Schmidt. Dropping out before the green, see if he can make it back in under a caution. Tough break for him. Happy to know that the kid that fell down in the bike races is okay. It's the boss's kid anyways. Here they come, green flag out. We're racing to make that the Fantastic Sands Modifieds. Fantastic Sands Modifieds charging to turn 1 and 2, and side by side down the backstretch. Jerry Hammond around the outside for the race lead. Hammond and Skaggs side by side to 3. Give it to Hammond. Lots of contact, dancing up high on the racetrack to 72 Amaze. Martin comes through the inside. Make that Wallen. Hammond leads, Skaggs second, then DIMIT. Brent Martin side by side behind him is TJ Fisher and Jeremy Wallen, then Scott Coe and Mike Mays. Zach Lowe in the 4. Trouble in turn number down the backstretch, Jan Long. And the tires, feeling hungry tonight. They eat up the 16 of Jan Long down the backstretch. He spins into the tires. Caution flag out. You know, there's a whole lot of really bad ideas, and that's in the top 10, because if that burns through an electrical wire there, somebody's going to owe us a lot of money. Green flag out. In the event the lights go out, we do hope the people sitting around, whoever did that, will show us who it was, because they're going to have several $1,000s worth of repair bill coming their way. Well, while the lights are still on, Jerry Hammond, the race leader. Matt DIMIT into second. Brent Martin third. Fourth is the 70 of Jeremy Wallen. Anybody ever doing something like that again will be barred for the rest of their life. Race leader is Jerry Hammond. Matt DIMIT second. Brent Martin third, Jeremy Wallen up the inside for fourth, and the stupidity keeps getting worse. Brent Martin around the outside of Jeremy Wallen. Hammond, DIMIT first and second, Martin third, Wallen in fourth. Anybody in the grandstand that knows who did that, the Allen County Police Department would like to talk to the person who did it. Mike Mays sits 5th. 6th is Terry Fisher. 7th is Scott Coe. Matt DIMIT looking for the lead on the 7 of Jerry Hammond. Martin still 3rd. Scott Coe trying to work from the back of the pack. Alongside with the 8 of Terry Fisher Jr. Matt Dimmitt spinning out in car number 7, yellow flag out. Well, as an announcer, I'm kind of in a spot where I'm not sure if I want to editorialize, but that might have just been the dumbest thing I've seen happen here. Here we go, coming around for the restart. Hammond and Martin side by side. Green flag from Scott Stovall, back to racing. 21 laps to go. Look out, Joe Wormcastle this time goes for a ride. Cooks it in too hot, slides over the top. Keeps it going, back up on a half mile. Stays green. Good job by Wormcastle to keep it going. Hammond the race leader. Look out, now Wallen and Martin lean on each other through 1 and 2. Don Skaggs slow down the front stretch. Joe Wormcastle heading for the pits in car number 1. Brent Martin in 2. Jeremy Wallen in 70. Side by side for second place behind the 7 of Jerry Hammond. Martin skates it in too high. 3 wide out of turn number 2. Martin gets into it along with Mays. Coe spins. Coe down the backstretch as he keep it rolling. We stay green so far. We do stay green. Hammond the leader. Wallen second. Brent Martin to third. Terry Fisher Jr. fourth. Mike Mays fifth. 13 laps in now for Jerry Hammond. 13 laps complete. Jerry Hammond the leader. Jeremy Wallen second. Third is Brent Martin. TJ Fisher runs fourth. Mike Mays in fifth. Battle back in the pack between the 7 of Dimmitt and the 15 of Slater. Up front, Jeremy Wallen trying to chase down the 7 of Jerry Hammond. We're halfway home. Halfway through for Jerry Hammond and Jeremy Wallen. Brent Martin still sits third ahead of the number 8 of TJ Fisher. Mike Mays in fifth. Tough break for Scott Coe, the fast qualifier. Now Zach Lowe slows down the backstretch. Lowe off the pace in car number 4. Zach Lowe slowing in turn 4, going to bring out the caution. Yellow flag out for Zach Lowe in car number 4. Here we go. Coming through 3 and 4, Jerry Hammond and Jeremy Wallen. Green flag in the hands of Scott Stovall. No start. Look out! Trouble down to turn number 1 as a couple of the cars up front checked up. And they all ran over each other behind him. Yellow out. Green flag back out. Everybody once again side by side down the backstretch. Hammond on the bottom, about 3 wide. Wallen drifts high and gets shoved up the racetrack. Martin down low, Fisher in the middle. Wallen on the outside, going to shoved all the way back to 4th. Hammond the leader. Give TJ Fisher to 2nd by a nose. Oh, things being racy on the short track tonight. Hammond out front, TJ Fisher 2nd. Brent Martin 3rd. Jeremy Wallen back to 4th place ahead of the 72 of Mays. Then it's 7 Dimmitt and 28 Coe. Jerry Hammond hanging on to the race lead. TJ Fisher still 2nd. 3rd to the 2 of Brent Martin. Not seeing the charge from the back by Scott Coe. We expected. Look out, Matt Dimmitt out of shape. Saves it, but loses a spot. Coe to 6th. Hammond running very strong up off the corners. Hangs on to that lead over TJ Fisher. Mike Mays has been up and down through the field. He sits in 4th behind the 2 of Brent Martin and the 70 of Wallen. Lap 21 this time by for the 7 of Jerry Hammond. The 8 laps to go, this time by for the 7 of Jerry Hammond, leading over the 8 of TJ Fisher. Brent Martin still third. Hammond running a strong race and running a good groove, and so far TJ Fisher can't find room around him. Here's Jeremy Wallen charging back on the outside of 72 Mike Mays. Hammond still hangs on up front. Fisher gets into the back of him. Fisher lets him go, lets him recover. Good sportsmanship by TJ. Now Fisher around the outside for the lead. Hammond slow out of 2. Matt DIMIT to the pits. Tough break for Jerry Hammond. Slow after a little contact down the front stretch. Give the lead over to TJ Fisher. Brent Martin up to second. Mike Mays third. Hammond, problem in the 7, going to try to limp it home. Both the 7 cars trouble at about the same time and at the opposite ends of the field. TJ Fisher, 5 to go. Jerry Hammond now pulls off in the backstretch in car number 7. It's TJ Fisher. Brent Martin looking to finish second, perhaps for the second week in a row. Mike Mays, Jeremy Wallen fighting for third. Then Scott Coe. Three to go for your race leader, the number 8 of TJ Fisher. Good fight back at third, the 70 of Jeremy Wallen, the 72 of Mike Mays, the 28 of Scott Coe, 2 laps to go. TJ Fisher with the race lead in car number 8. Gonna be looking at the white flag this time around. One to go for Terry Fisher Jr. Terry Fisher Jr. Gonna be 2 wins in a row for the Cole Motorsports team, but a different winner tonight. Terry Fisher Jr. takes the feature win. Brent Martin second for the second week in a row. Then Jeremy Wallen, Mike Mays, Scott Coe. And the 15 of Steve Slater Jr. came here tonight with no practice. Going to come home in the number 6 spot. Terry Fisher Jr. in car number 8. Picking up the win, Coe Heating and Air Conditioning, Streetbeat Construction, Kohlinger Security Technology, Landscape Maintenance, Crossgrove Decorating, Panacea Powder Coating, Ace Radiator, and 3 Rivers Metal Recycling. We'll go meet our race winner and get ready for your 50-50 tickets. Late model feature coming up next.